Hey everybody, welcome back to the David Sack Show World Series Game 5 pregame right here on Spreaker Internet Radio. Let's now look at this starting pitching matchup here between the Giants' Madison Bumgarner and the Royals' big game James Shields. We'll start with a look at Mr. Bumgarner, and with Madison Bumgarner, it's no secret this guy has been excellent all postseason and Game 1. In Game 1 of this series here against the Kansas City Royals that was in Kauffman Stadium, he set a tone for the series with 7 innings of 3-hit, 1-run ball. He walked runs, struck out 5, and he was tremendous in a Game 1 victory. An easy win, really, for the Giants. The only run he gave up was on a homer to Salvador Perez when the game was over. Meanwhile, we see that for Madison Bumgarner, it's been interesting. This is career stats for him. And on the road and at home, there's a huge difference in the way we see Bumgarner pitch. And it's interesting because it's reversed from the way you think it would be. In his career in the postseason at home, he has been that great. His career in the postseason on the road, he's been tremendous. Madison Bumgarner, in 6 career postseason starts at AT&T Park in San Francisco, 1-3 with a 4.67 ERA. That is obviously not very good at all. But in the road in the postseason, he is 5-0 with an 0.68 ERA, and that is just unbelievable on the road. And of course, on the road in Game 1 of this series, as we just mentioned, he was tremendous. Now he's at home. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. I don't buy too much into it, to be perfectly honest with you. I think Bumgarner will be great. I really do think Bumgarner is going to be great tonight. Let's take a look now at the Royals starter, James Shields. And James Shields was absolutely horrendous, to be perfectly frank. Horrendous. In Game 1 of this World Series, he went just 3 innings. That was the shortest start of his career since 2008. His shortest start since 2008. And in those 3 innings, he gave up 7 hits, 5 runs, a walk, and had just 1 strikeout. And he got the loss. He did not give his team a chance to win. James Shields, who somehow earned the moniker Big Game Shields, he was good in 2008 with the Rays when they made their run to the World Series before losing to the Philadelphia Phillies. But this guy has not been reliable this entire postseason for Kansas City. He was not reliable in World Series Game 1, and they're really going to need him to be a much better pitcher for them this evening. They really need James Shields to come out there and pitch like a beast. He was great this regular season. He really was. That no one can deny that, and they just need a similar effort from him tonight. Now, a little bit more on James Shields. Just some stats from ESPN.com stats and info. I'm just going to read you this whole blurb. Since beating the Phillies in the 2008 World Series, James Shields has been very shaky in postseason play. He's 1-3 with an 8.26 ERA in 6 postseason starts over the last 5 seasons. And his big bugaboo is the home run. He's allowed 5 home runs in 28 1/3 innings pitched. So that's obviously something that he really needs to correct. This is both in postseason starts with Tampa Bay and Kansas City this year, and he just really has not been effective since 2008. That's a long stretch for a guy who's supposed to be an ace and who's supposed to be called Big Game Shields. That's a long stretch of being bad in the biggest games of the year. And to just show you how poorly he pitched in Game 1 of this World Series compared to the regular season, Shields, this is also according to ESPN.com stats and info, Shields had pitched at least 5 innings in every start this year, but lasted only 3 innings in his loss to the Giants in Game 1. So Game 1 was a huge disappointment for James Shields, and the Royals are going to need him to come up big for them. They got to have it. Now, since we have the same starting pitchers as we had in Game 1, let's take a little bit more of an in-depth look at Game 1 of this series. It was a 7-1 victory for the San Francisco Giants. It was the Royals' first loss of the postseason, and as you just heard, obviously, Madison Bumgarner was terrific. James Shields, not so much. The Kansas City bullpen, other than Danny Duffy, was just great, and the San Francisco Giants bullpen was also great. They gave up just a hit in 2 innings, no runs. So we look back, and obviously the two big takeaways from that were that Bumgarner was great and Shields was terrible. But let's look at through how each batter did in that game against the respective pitcher. And the Giants really did have a field day, especially Pablo Sandoval, who was 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs. He got a double in one of his hits. Hunter Pence blasted a home run along with another hit. He was 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs. Joe Panik had a triple, although that was off Danny Duffy. But Pence's home run was off Shields, and Pablo Sandoval's double, Hunter Pence's double, were both off Shields. So you look for Pence and Sandoval to have big games tonight like they did against Shields in Game 1. Interestingly enough, the one guy who was pretty quiet was Buster Posey. He was 1 for 5 in that Game 1. He left 4 on base, but obviously we know that the Giants had a pretty good day against Shields that day. Meanwhile, for the Royals, they were completely quieted by Madison Bumgarner and his cohorts, except for a solo shot that was hit by Salvador Perez in the 7th inning, and that was off Bumgarner, so maybe look for Perez, see if he can do it again. And other than that, Escobar got a hit. That was Alcides Escobar. Billy Butler got a hit. And Mike Moustakas got a hit. The Royals mustered just 4 hits in that game, and 3 of those 4 were off Bumgarner. So we know how great Bumgarner was in Game 1. We know how bad James Shields is. James Shields will look to flip the script here in Game 5 in a key matchup for both these teams. Madison Bumgarner just going to look to continue what he had been doing. We're going to take another music break. It's going to be I Need a Dollar by Aloe Black. When we come back, you'll hear my keys to the game and my official predictions. So stay tuned. We will be right back.
I need a dollar, 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 that's what I need. Hey, hey. Well, I need a dollar, 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 that's what I need. Hey, hey. Said I need a dollar, 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 that's what I need. And if I share with you my story, would you share your dollar with me? Bad times are coming and I reap what I done sowed. Hey, hey. Well, let me tell you something, all that glitters ain't gold. Long old troublesome road, and I'm looking for somebody come and help me carry this load. I need a dollar, 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 that's what I need. Hey, hey. Well, I need a dollar, 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 that's what I need. Well, I don't know if I'm walking on solid ground, 'cause everything around me is falling down. I'm sorry, but I won't be needing your help no more. I said, please, Mr. Boss Man, I need this job more than you know. But he gave me my last paycheck and he sent me on out the door. Well, I need a dollar, 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 that's what I need. Hey, hey. Said I need a dollar, 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 that's what I need. Hey, hey. And I need a dollar, 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 that's what I need. And if I share with you my story, would you share your dollar with me? Well, I don't know if I'm walking on solid ground, 'cause everything around me is crumbling down. And all I want is for someone to help me. What in the world am I gonna do tomorrow? Is there someone with a dollar I could borrow? Who can help me take away my sorrow? Maybe it's inside the bottle. Maybe it's inside the bottle. I had some good old buddies, names is whiskey and wine. Hey, hey. And for
Hey everybody, welcome back to the David Sack Show. World Series Game 5 pregame right here on Spreaker Internet Radio. As promised, here's another look at the current games in action here in the NFL scoreboard. The Eagles have taken a 20-17 lead over the Arizona Cardinals with a minute and 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Cardinals desperately trying to drive. They have 3rd and 5 on their own 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh Steelers look to be a little bit more in command of their game against the Colts as they have a 44-34 lead with 8 minutes and 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and they have 1st and 10 on the Indianapolis 35-yard line. Meanwhile, the Cleveland Browns will look to just run out the clock for another minute and 27 seconds as they have a 23-6 lead over the Oakland Raiders. So now, let's get into my keys to the game for this Game 5. Obviously, a huge game that's going to be a big part in determining the winner of this series. And we start with the Kansas City Royals. For them, I think that it's obvious. James Shields just needs to be the ace that he was all regular season. He needs to be big game Shields, and he needs to be the guy he was down the stretch and in the 2008 postseason for the Tampa Bay Rays. That's what they need out of Shields, especially after the way Ned Yost had to use yesterday. The bullpen yesterday, he used everyone in that bullpen except for the big three of Kelvin Herrera, Wade Davis, and Greg Holland. So James Shields really, I think, needs to go at least 6 innings to set up for the big three and really give up no more than 2 runs. Otherwise, the Kansas City Royals are going to be in a lot of trouble. If he can pitch 6 innings, 2, maybe 3, but really preferably 2 because he's going to have to match up with Madison Bumgarner, then you figure it's a close game and you have the big 3 coming in there. If not, the Kansas City Royals, it's going to be a long night for them here in Game 5. Meanwhile, for the San Francisco Giants, they need to play good defense behind Madison Bumgarner to support him. You have your best pitcher out there, and you just got to play strong defense. You got to help him out. We've seen big defensive plays all throughout this World Series and this entire postseason, really, and it's just going to be critical. By the way, I have to give an update here in the NFL. The Arizona Cardinals have just completed a touchdown on a 75-yard touchdown pass from Carson Palmer to John Brown. Pending an extra point, the Arizona Cardinals should have a 24-20 lead in that game. So a lot happening in the NFL. But anyway, back to what I was saying. You